Where I grew up, there wasn't a whole lot to do. If sports didn't thrill you, you were out of luck. Maybe no one else felt that way. But I did. So when I wasn't reading, I listened to music, a lot. I can't blame Shadeville. We had nice neighbors and a lake, houses and stores. We had smart kids and sports kids, cool kids and rough kids. But I didn't fit in these sets. Rachel's weird, they said. The only other weird kid I knew was Trent Kimble, and Trent didn't want a friend. For me, one day ran into the next. Until the drums. I was with my mom on Angus Street shopping. The closed-down print shop had a new tenant, Big Ted's Music World. Guitars and saxes filled the window. My eyes lit up, or so my mother said. I asked if we could go in. The first thing I saw was a black 5-piece drum set. Well, the first thing was Big Ted, who earned his nickname. He stood over 6 feet and seemed about as wide. He wore a blue Hawaiian shirt with orange pineapples and had a black goatee. Big Ted hung over a kid sitting at a keyboard. That was the third thing I saw, the kid Trent Kimble. Like me, Trent was 11, but the look on his face seemed as grown as Big Ted's. Trent played a riff that sounded like 2 mice dancing on a xylophone. Big Ted swayed with the notes. I wanted in. I bugged my parents for drums. Some days I walked 2 miles to Big Ted's to stare at the drums. Sometimes Ted let me play. He told me my simple beats had a fierce snap. Finally my father told the last truth. So I'm gonna have to hear you banging on those things all the time? He asked. Not all the time, I said. After homework and on weekends. He grumbled. 2 weeks later, he said out of the blue, come on, Rake. I followed him. He grabbed the keys to the minivan. Let's go to Big Ted's. Oh my gosh, I yelled. But the drums go in the garage, and that's where you play, he warned. My beats leaked out, especially in summer when the garage door was open. Kids stopped by, listened. One day, about a year later, Trent ambled by, watched, listened, and nodded. Then he walked off. Next day he showed up with a girl I'd never seen before. She had a guitar case and a small amp on a rolling rack. Trent had a rolling amp too and a case for his keyboard. This is my friend Carla, he said. She moved here from Austin. Carla, this is Rachel. Rachel and I go way back. It was the beginning of TK and the Garage Girls. Shadeville had a new band.